sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! 57. Cut.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 180! Two.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dee Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's caught. Lockett. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He's going to field this at the 4. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Check.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Bang, bang. General West. Bang, bang. Check 31, check 31.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in there an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Hey, tight. Mike 2. Mike 2. Come on.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
21. Here we go. Choose the mic. Here we go, D.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rabbit. Kill.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. 56.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert flare. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st down, here's Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
12, fellas, here we go. Choose the mic. Hey, exit. Mic 2. Watch that.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch 2. Let's go, D. 36. 36. Black.
They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come on, D. SOS.
13.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Blue draw Corkers.
Here again is McKinnon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Here we go.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
21.
Going for it with McKinnon. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
54 right there. 54
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, let's get this. He's checking. Crash.
65.
They run again with Breida. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here we go again.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy.
Here we go.
No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Hey, come on,
Stay hot. Stay hot.
Out to the right, here's McKinnon. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Here we go.
Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Wilson now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Niners 26. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 21.
Alert 3!
Now it's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go,
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lock, lock, lock.
That's right.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 2.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, I'm done. Mike, 56. Gun. 56. I got you, son.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
54. Mike, 54. Yeah, that's what I do.
This is Breida. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
21.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here's Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1.
Here we go. 180.
Watch 54. Watch the run.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.